Hello YouTube, Ken here with another BDO video. This time we are looking at part 2 of my in-depth skill overview of the Guardian class. I posted a video a few days ago showing in detail what all the skills do for the class, and some people wanted to see what the gameplay looks like. So I decided to make this follow-up video, this companion video if you will, showing 4 grinding areas. You can see my gears on screen right now. I'm at 214 AP and 280 DP. I have a Tri-Zarka and Tri-Kudum. My gems are not great, pretty simple gems. I think I have just attack power plus 20 combined between the 4 slots on those, my main hand and off hand. So nothing great. I got a decent alchemy stone, which is I'm not using for poly because I didn't need, because poly, I'm just one-shotting things. Poly is not necessarily a hard area here. But first of all, I want to make it clear that I'm not a professional BDO player. I'm not a professional Guardian player. I'm still learning the class. Still learning the best rotations and things like that, and I'm still getting used to all the cooldowns and stuff like that too. So when you watch this footage, keep in mind that all this can be even better than what you're seeing here once I get used to it and once you get used to the class as well. But I think the footage does a good job at showing that she doesn't struggle too much getting from pack to pack and clearing them pretty quickly here. It's a pretty smooth rotation. Aside from times like this where sometimes I mess up my charge skill, and sometimes I use the wrong skill because the skill I wanted to use on cooldown. I went to 4 spots. I went to start with Poly. After Poly, we went to Manshaum, and after that I tried going to Red Wolves. Red Wolves was very crowded. I went to Basilisk then after that. After that I went to Cadry. Cadry Ruins was interesting. I didn't spend too much time actually doing grinding rotations there. After Cadry we went to Gahaz, a typical, at least when I was playing BDO before I quit, was the most typical grinding spot. So now we're here at Manshaum. So you see that I was, in the beginning of the clip here, I was very low health, less than 40% health, I believe. And right now, within a couple of seconds, I am almost completely full health again, just from using my Shift Q with a double slam, and then other skills, which allow me to, because of her passive, you can heal for every time you use a skill. So that is amazing. Her passive is great, and you can see also the passive is giving you a crit buff, as we discussed in the previous video. So pretty much every time you hit stuff, it's a crit hit, right? So Manshaum is a little bit of a slower grind here. I did turn on my alchemy stone for this, and got some buffs going, some food buffs and potion buffs, attack power buff, right? Because again, we are at 219 pre-awakening here, and I don't even have all my skills at absolute level. So keep all that in mind. I did use a couple of buffs here, but overall I'm impressed that she can come here at this level, on level 59, and pre-awakening, not great gear, and be able to clear these mobs. I used to, it took me a while for my Dark Knight to be able to come here safely and grind this area. And as you can see, even if she does go get low on health, at any point it's pretty easy to heal back up, because you got the super armor going and you get the heal going. So this area is the best one in my opinion to grind at Manshaum, but the other areas are taken. So I just came here and found this rotation. The mobs here are a little more spaced out than I would like to, so you lose some time going from mob to mob, and that's when she suffers. And of course, the more spaced out the mobs are, the harder it is for her to keep up the speed, because although she has some mobility skills, they're all like small hops and jumps. So she has one long charge, but it's not, I don't know. Basilisk was a little rough from previous attempts in other classes. I was taking quite a bit of damage at Basilisk then. No belts, unfortunately. I was only there for about 15-20 minutes anyways. But again, this was a pretty hard area for me to be able to clear, mostly because of the damage taken when I came here with my DK and my Mehua. But I don't know if my gear is much better now than when I first came here or what, but as you can see, I'm not taking any damage, and if I do take damage again, it gets back up pretty quickly. Mobs here are also a little more spaced out than Poly, and the next area that we're gonna see, which is actually the last area we're gonna see, is Gahaz. There, the mobs are also pretty close together, so there was the grinding there is a little smoother, and the Basilisk mobs are also a little tougher to kill. So that's we can see her struggling a little bit with the pre-awakening, just like Manshaum. As you can see here, I still have my buffs, my food buffs. and the alchemy stone buff. I wasn't using the potion buff that I use at Manshaum though, so the damage here is a little lower because of that. But she'll definitely fare better in high damage environments than most other classes for the most part. And like I said at the beginning of the video, right, this is not by any means a demonstration of how to play the class at its best. I'm still learning the class, just like I'm sure it will take you guys a little bit to get used to the style. Just really wanted to show the skill rotations in action from what I've seen, from what I know, the way I play so far right now, so that because you guys wanted to see it. So here it is. Really, taking damage has not been any problems at all with this class. I've been just being able to pretty much face tank anything, even the elites in Gahaz and in Cadry. They don't do any damage to me. Now, of course, as I said, I don't have a lot of attack power here. My gear is still a try, and this is there's no awakening, there's no Raban skills. So now we came to Cadry. I didn't spend too much time grinding here because I got stuck killing an elite, which is was pretty much just to test how durable she is, because my previous characters got destroyed doing the elites both here and at Gahaz. I took a lot of damage with my Dark Knight and my Mehua over here, so I wanted to come back and try it out, see how I could do it. And you can see in the footage in a little bit here, it takes me a while to kill the elite, maybe like 2 minutes. So I didn't time exactly, but we'll see when we get there. It takes a while, but the whole time I'm at complete full health with no pots or anything like that. And I'm not using my alchemy stone buff at this point because the Cadry mobs are not not necessarily tough to kill. So I just turned that off. I don't want to spend charges on my alchemy stone here. I am still running on my food buff because it's one of those long food buffs. So I just let it run. But again, now damage is not necessarily her strongest suit. Not bad, but it could be better. The moments where you see when I actually can play well, whatever few moments those might be, the rotation is pretty smooth and the attacks feel pretty fluid, and the transition from pack to pack is also pretty good in my opinion. And could she be faster? Yeah, she could, but she's also very tanky and she does alright damage in my opinion. So you can't have everything in one character. Now also keep in mind that she heals 100 points of health, or 200 points of health just on using skills, depending on which attack she uses. So if her skills attacked faster and she could spam skills, she would heal even faster. So keep that in mind too. So there's a good reason for her attacks to be slow, so she can, and the animations are long, so that she can actually take damage and get killed and be killed. If she was spamming skills really quickly, then nobody would be able to take her down. Now you can see me here just slowly chopping away at the elite. Now he's trying to hit me, and he is hitting me, and my health goes down and then goes right back up, and then goes down and it goes right back up. So, and again, I'm not using my alchemy stone, so no, this fight would have been a bit faster if I had my alchemy stone up, if I had a better alchemy stone, of course. And another thing that I want to point out is that alchemy stones are actually quite important for her, right? Because they give you attack speed buff, and that will solve some of the slowness, the slow attack speed issue. So I would recommend you investing some money on a alchemy stone that will give you as high attack speed increase as you can, so that she'll attack a little faster. And also keep doing the sidestep, the left, the A and D and right click attack, because that will keep the attack speed buff up. And it's a 10 seconds attack speed buff, and I believe it's 10% attack speed for 10 seconds. So I gotta keep the side. You see that I often sidestep, and the sidestep also combos with another attack, the down, back, and dual click, the left and right click. This one I just did right there. So you see that often after a double step, you see that my character spins twice to do that attack, combine those two attacks, and that also puts a debuff. So I get a buff from the side step, and then the enemy gets a debuff from the follow-up attacks. So now we came to Gahaz, very famous spot. Everybody knows Gahaz. Everybody has been here for a while. I don't like it because it's kind of far away from me, kind of out of the way for me to come grinding here, and I was lucky that time because there was nobody here, but there's always people grinding here. At least there were always people here when I came here before my break from BDO in the beginning of the year. But maybe now the trends have shifted to poly. I see a lot of people grinding in poly forest now in the Korean server, whereas before my break, I was the only one there pretty much 99% of the time. Now at least half of the time there's somebody there, and I gotta switch channels when I go to poly. So, but yeah, we're approaching the end here of this grinding compilation. I want to thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Don't forget to join the Discord and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. The links for those things are all down below. Also, come join us on the Twitch stream. Pretty fun. We've been having fun with some with our community there, playing some BDO, exploring the new class. People have lots of questions, and I'm always happy to answer them. So if you have more questions about the Guardian class, feel free to either post in the comments below, or to come to the Discord server and ask them there, or join us on the Twitch stream so that we can answer those questions together. If I don't know, we'll go and find out what the answer is. All right, and if you have any more questions or ideas for more Guardian videos, if you want to see other grinding spots, feel free to post them in the comments below, and I'll see if I can come up with another video for it. And I'll do another follow-up gameplay video when I get a decent upgrade on my gear score, so we can see how much damage it can actually do once we get decent gear and the proper food buffs and potion buffs and all that stuff. Yeah, so I'm going to be looking for crit damage mostly and attack speed, so that we can speed up her attacks a little bit. She's not very slow, but she could be a little faster in my opinion. I'm hoping that the awakening will fix those issues. So yeah, I'll leave you guys with the rest of the gameplay here. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Gatekeeper. We're trying to solo gatekeepers. The Gahaz, not Gahaz, the Cadry gatekeeper with the Guardian. I tried earlier. I lasted about 30 seconds, I think.